the first episode of Caid's Compound. Follow along as we build our farm, go on adventures, and have fun. Now let's go see some of the animals.
All right, well, now that we've made it to the farm, Caid wants to introduce you guys to a couple of the animals that we have here. We've got some Highlands, our buddy Max, Boo, Trudy,
Homer,
Mariah, Batman, Charlotte, and I don't know that one's name. Then, of course, we have our loudmouth neighbor, Bruno the donkey. Say, hey, Bruno. We got some goats over here. We've got some sheep coming. So Caid's got a lot of stuff to take care of around this farm. You excited?
Yeah.
You gonna show them how to do it?
Yeah.
Well, let's go show you the other animals, and then we'll do Caid's first order of business, and that's to fix his four-wheeler.
These are the rest of the cards. That's Clyde.
Then we've got Bane. Who's that behind you there? Rose. That's Bonnie. And then who's the black one over there? Bear. Yeah. So these three are Highlands, and then the black one and the brown one are our Dexters. Who's that?
Penelope.
What kind of pig is she?
Pot-bellied pig.
Yep. All right, Caid, what are we doing out here?
Clean more pasture.
Yeah, we got a lot more pasture to clear. Why are we clearing more pasture?
So we can get more cows.
That's right, bud. So after we've cleared a lot of this pasture back here, we're doing more of a regenerative farming style of growth here. So everything will be natural, especially after all the disturbance that the equipment's made. But we'll get into that in a later video once we have Jordan, who specializes in pasture management, helping us out, and Caid doing his chores around here to get this grass to grow. The first order of business, what do we have to do, Caid?
Fix my four-wheeler.
Caid had a smaller four-wheeler that we got him, and he broke the subframe on it. What's the first thing we got to do when we get up there?
Clean the shop.
Yep, we got to sweep it out.
Let's go shop.
Wait, before we take the four-wheeler inside, let's go show everybody the broken subframe on your smaller four-wheeler from you jumping it. Look at this. Caid kept riding this thing and the chain kept popping off. And I couldn't figure out why until I got it in here. He broke the subframe. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get his bigger four-wheeler running, and then we're gonna get that thing taken apart, get it welded back up, and give it to his brother Brady. All right, so this four-wheeler's been sitting for how long, Caid?
Maybe 4 or 5 years.
Yeah. No, the first thing is, look down in that fuel tank. Definitely has some old fuel in there. All right, to get that fuel tank off, what do we have to take off first?
Take the racks off.
We gotta take the rack off, and then we can take the body off. Then we'll be able to get the fuel tank out. So let's get some tools. Let's get this rack off. There we go. Now we've got the seat off, we can see everything. Here's the air filter, Caid. Then the carburetor's underneath here. There's your fuel filter right here. What is that right there, bud?
Our fuel shut off.
Fuel shut off? Yep, so we gotta shut it off. That way, when we undo this clamp, if there's any fuel left in the tank there, it doesn't come leaking off. So what do we need? Phillips head screwdriver. All right, now we got it. We have a vapor rust. So since it's only a light coat, it says we can probably put it in there for about 30 minutes. You ready to pull the fuel tank off?
Yeah.
All right, there you go. What you got there in your hand?
A gas can.
The gas tank for the four-wheeler, yep. So let's come over here and let's pour some of that evaporust in there. All right, so good thing we have the fuel shut-off cut off, because now when we pour this stuff in the fuel tank, where's it not gonna go? It's not gonna go out the bottom. All the way in there. All right, there it is. We're gonna clean the gas tank from all the rusties, and then we gotta clean the carburetor and change the spark plug, and what else?
We gotta get the battery.
Yep, we gotta change the battery. All right, well, let's get to work.
Okay.
All right, let's grab it. It's pretty clean in there. Break it loose, there you go. And here's the new one. All right, you tighten her up now.
Okay.
All right, one more. There it goes. We should be able to start it before we put the body back on. All right, taking a new battery out of the box.
Yeah.
There we go. I was thinking we could start this thing without putting the body on there But Caid reminded me that we can't because why?
Because the key plugs in right there.
That's right.
On the bottom.
So the only thing we'd be able to do is take the, well, no, we could take the key ignition out of there and plug it in here, then plug the handlebars back up. You want to try that?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try that. We got the key plug out. So let's find the connector that it plugs into. It's actually this one right here. Put it in there. There you go. All right, we got it. So we've got the battery in, the spark plug in. Got to turn the fuel back on. So let's turn the fuel on. Fuel is on. He's putting the cap on. Put that in the ignition. So you got the switch on. Oh, it turned over. All right, so. Oh. Let's choke it.
Choke it? Where's the choke at?
Right here.
Okay.
All right, we got it choked. All right, try to crank it up. Oh.
We need to keep it running because
It won't stay idling, is what you're saying. Okay. Well, at least we know it runs. So let's put the body back on and put it all back together. If we need to take the carburetor off again, we can get it off with the body being on. The carburetor, it wouldn't stay idling, so I pulled the bowl back off and there was a lot of
dirt.
Cleaned it all out again. So we're gonna put it back together and see if we can get it idling, okay?
Yeah.
We got the carburetor mounted back on right here. So we're gonna get all the fuel lines hooked back up and get the air filter on and see if we can get it idling. All right, bud.
What?
We got it idling?
Yeah.
Yeah? Rev it up. All right, dude, you ready to rip, aren't you?
Yeah.
I'm gonna lube the chain up. Lubing the chain and the sprocket up. All right, Tater Chip, ready to rip, Tater Chip. Back it up, put it in reverse. There you go, give it a little gas. All right, guys, we got Caid's four-wheeler up and running. It's hot today. You know what I think we need?
A pool.
We're not pool builders though, bud.
Well, I can dig it.
With what? All right, you heard him. Maybe Caid will be digging a pool in his next episode.
Like, subscribe, and comment.
All right.